All right, here we go. 2023 season underway, week one. Put the film on, bro, for one of the more impressive performances across the board. Offense, defense, special teams, coaching, organization, everything from the Colorado Buffs against TCU. I had a feeling that TCU was going to have his hands full to a degree just because I knew Colorado was going to have talent, in particular Shadour Sanders at quarterback and Travis Hunter playing both sides of the ball. But what you saw from Colorado on Saturday was a complete performance from the top to the bottom, from offense, defense, special teams, coaching, everything. Deion Sanders had his crew absolutely 1,000% ready to go. And one of the things that Deion did outside of going and getting players was, he got them the mesh, which I don't know how he got 85 new players to mesh the way they did. They were disciplined. They were coached well. They responded well in key spots. They were tremendous in every aspect. Number two is he went out and he got a great coaching staff. And it started to me when he got Sean Lewis, offensive coordinator, who was the former head coach at Kent State. Kent State always had one of the best offenses in the country. And when you watch Kent State play UCF on Thursday, you're like, man, Kent State's offense is garbage. Well, that's because Sean Lewis moved on. So play number one here, and I put the film on, bro, of Colorado, is Sean Lewis just eating the lunch of TCU. Now, this is a pretty simple route. In fact, it's one that TCU runs a little bit later against Colorado, and Colorado puts on a clinic on how to cover it. TCU does not, and Sean Lewis takes advantage. He's going to run a mesh here. So he's going to take inside receiver, and he's going to cross this way, and this tight end is going to cross this way. But this receiver is also going to cross here. So you got a bunch of mesh going on because you're anticipating man coverage from TCU. And that's, I think, what they got. But it's hard to tell because that corner, that safety, and that linebacker responsible for these three on this side screw this up in some way, shape, or form. Who messes it up? I don't know. Not sure. That's a two-year starter. That's a two-year starter. This guy's new. But I don't know if that's how it happened. Either way, Colorado takes advantage. Hard inside, hard inside. Somebody's going to mess up. Running back to the flat. Absolute clinic put on by Sean Lewis. Sanders takes a snap. Okay. You can see his defensive end right here. It looks like he's going to start to peel, but then he doesn't. And is he at fault? I don't know. Either way, there's no excuse for the number 17 team in the country, a team that played a national championship last year, to leave this running back wide open out in the flat. You deserve to get beat when you cannot cover the running back in the flat. Now, if you see his corner, he immediately takes a man position. He takes a position like he's going to keep from that crosser. I think that safety had to peel over here, but we don't know for sure. I just know that these three players right here messed this up badly. Now just hang on a little bit because in a little while we'll show you how Colorado played it and played it expertly. All right, so to play number two, we're going to stick with number two, Shadour Sanders. Nice job here, just taking what the offense gives him. But you'll see the zip he's got when he makes this out route throw here to Jimmy Horn. And then you're going to see the athletic ability of Horn getting up the field after the catch. So you got twins set over here. Shadour's going to work this side. So you're going to have, I believe that's Travis Hunter. He's going to go. He's going to get the takeoff and get out of there. And then you see Horn doing a nice job here. He's got the DB in man coverage with inside leverage. So it's just a little choice route. So if he had outside leverage, boom, he'd circle up inside. But he's got him on inside leverage, so he's going to come here, pivot outside, and then watch the arm strength of Shadour Sanders just to zip this ball over the top. He's got his tackle right here locked up with a defender. So he's got to go over the top of that. But look at the zip, right? There. Man, that's nice stuff. Now, this is where some fun begins here, too, because now Jimmy Horn's going to stiff arm, keep it alive, and then go get a first down. Boy, that's really, really good stuff on a pretty simple route that Shadour Sanders and Jimmy Horn make work for a first down. Play number three, ironically, comes on 3rd and 3. And this is when I started to think, boy, maybe Shadour Sanders has got a little more than even I thought. And I thought he was going to be a pretty solid quarterback and make all the throws. I watched a couple of games at Jackson State and thought, okay, when the competition amps up, can you do the same thing? Well, he's so comfortable in the pocket. Here's a 3rd and 3, and he's going to work this bottom side, or he wants to initially. He wants to work this side of the field. Watch his eyes. So he's going to take this snap, Okay, little play action fake, and then he's going to look this side. But he doesn't like it. He doesn't like what he's seeing over here. And you can see the way that defender's playing. That defender, okay, he doesn't like this. So he decides, all right, get over to the other side. And over to the other side, look at these two receivers. They don't even look like they're running routes. They're just kind of hanging out. And you better be alive because Sanders gets over the other side. TCU's defense kind of lulled to sleep. Zips it. First down. I mean, this is pretty good stuff here from Shadour Sanders. Watch from the beginning and how quickly this happens. Fake. Nope. Go to the other side. Got it. There's the first down. Now go make something happen. Excellent stuff there by the quarterback of the Colorado Buffaloes, Shadour Sanders. He did this all game, but great on third down. Now, when I tell you Sean Lewis put on an absolute clinic, he put on a clinic. And this is a great example at 4th and 2 in the first half. And Lewis knows exactly what TCU is going to be in. They're going to be in man coverage, so they're going to lock up on the outside. So these two receivers essentially, if one wins, great. Like if that guy just fell down and that receiver's outside wide, okay, Sanders could hit that. But for the most part, this is a play all about right here. Jimmy Horn started in the slot over here, came in motion to this point. As he comes in motion, he's then going to return back where he went. And you can see the safety right here. Looks like he's the one that has coverage on the receiver. Just the way he's moving. So, as we then run this, you're going to get a play fake of a toss right there. Okay? So, you're going to get action and everybody in purple moving that way. And the reason I think he's got man is because he doesn't really respect the fake. But that's a long, long way to go to get the horn out in the flat on 4th and 2. So fake the toss. You get everybody in purple moving that way. Now, you know you got to beat this guy. Now, I know people are thinking, well, wait a second. Why didn't that guy just collision that receiver? Well, if he collisions that receiver, then Sanders is just, like he already is, but that mesh is going to be right there. He's just going to be able to run for 2 yards. But he doesn't collision the receiver. He then is slow to get to Sanders. So now Sanders has got a clean look at his wide receiver right there in the flat. So back to the beginning, okay? Return motion. I love this. Get to the middle line. Go right back out. Use the line kind of as a pick. You're kind of lost. And then leak out to the flat. Sanders flips it out there. Free safety can't get out there fast enough. He could make. Nope, it's Jimmy Horn. He's going to end up making a play. And then he's going to spin and get a little bit more. I mean, Sean Lewis taking lunch money from the Horned Frogs all day. And this is a great example of it right there. Jimmy Horn picking up the first down. But Sean Lewis is the one who got that first down for the Buffs. Whether it was passing game, running game, being physical, coaching, organization, discipline, all of it. They showed every facet. Now, if you're thinking about the Buffs, you're thinking about Travis Hunter and Jimmy Horn. Down on the goal line, it's 1st and goal. I want you to watch a smash mouth right here. They're going to run just a power play with a big back. And, I mean, they are coming hard. So they put a big person there, a big person here, and they are now downhill. And I want you to watch the block by this fullback in air quotes. He is going to dismantle a linebacker. You want to run isolation? Bang. Look at that hit, right? Oh, I mean, just holy cow. Now, when I tell you it moved, oh my goodness. Then you got the other puller coming around. So it's like a dart, a tackle wrap with a ISO. I mean, it's just smash mouth. I mean, look at that. They just cave in that line. And you walk in the end zone for a touchdown right before the half. I mean, they did everything. And physically, they won the football game as well. Our play number 6, the two players that most everybody was talking about after this game, and for good reason, but I think there was so much to talk about in this game. These two put on a football clinic. Here's what I'm talking about here. It's going to be Travis Hunter, Shadour Sanders. So here's Travis Hunter right here, number 2 receiver, and there's obviously Sanders taking the snap. Sanders is just going to work on this man cover guy, and he's just going to push up the field and then break out. Now, this is a long throw from the opposite hash to the far sideline. That ball's got to have some juice, and it does. That ball's got juice. Look at that thing, man. That thing is really moving. Now, here's what I love, though, about everything about Travis Hunter as a wide receiver. So he runs this route. He gets separation. Now watch him work back out, but to the football, snatch the ball with his hands, make the clean catch, and now he's up the field to get what he can right there. I mean, it's 3rd and 10, and I know he catches this a little bit short of the sticks, but because he snatches it clean, doesn't double catch, he's able to get back upfield and then get enough for the first down. It's just really good football from the 2 stars of the day. Yeah, they're great and they're athletic, but my goodness, great pitch and catch, excellent wide receiver mechanics to make that catch right there and then get the first down. Sanders to Hunter, get used to it, baby. It's going to happen a lot over the next 14 weeks. Okay, let's get to play number 7, and this is going to be a one-play drive. And it's not a Travis Hunter, 75-yard catch. It's not going to be a, fancy Jimmy Horn down the field catch and run. It's going to be a slip screen. And you talk about excellence on offense, slip screens, and just screens in general. Think about the NFL. Andy Reid is the best there is at running screens. Now, Dylan Edwards, the freshman, is going to make one mistake, but he makes up for it. And here's his mistake. And it's not a bad one because he makes up for it. He's going to run a little simple slip screen. They're going to bring 3. So you would think they've got enough back here to handle it, but they don't. These 3 are going to get out and get in front, and they're going to get a block, which is important. That offensive line did a really nice job keeping Sanders upright. They did a great job on screens, and then the run game, whatever they needed, they got. Now, the one thing that Edwards does, he's a true freshman, so I give him a break here. He's out in front of his lineman, but he realizes this and is like, uh-oh. And he runs back to his help. So he can set up just a little bit of a touch block there and then set up these other blocks. And now his mistake actually sort of helps him because when he burst out hard here, he got this defender out here. So he can set up this block, get inside, set up that block right there. And now the speed takes over because he gets just enough, breaks out of that tackle. Look at these receivers downfield blocking. I mean, that's incredible. That is awesome stuff. If you get receivers downfield blocking, no block, no rock, as they used to say at UCF. That's a great block by a receiver to get through. And now the speed, I mean, Johnny Hodges, I love. God bless him, but he's not catching Edwards. Now it's a track meet, friends. I mean, take a look at this from the beginning. Look how perfect this is. Drop, get pressure, invite them in, throw it out, set up your blocks, set up that one, set up that one. Get a great receiver block there. Then watch this lineman right here. This is what I always tell my linemen. Look forward. Get that guy. A great job by the lineman to get that last block. Man, what great execution. Now, play number 8, you're going to watch and think, okay, what? Well, let me explain. TCU's backed up here. Ball at about the, just short of the 3-yard line. They're going to run inside. Looks like they're running duo of some sort. I think that's what they're running. They're running duo. And they pop it. Missed tackle, seam. I mean, away you go. Missed tackle by that defensive back, and now he's off. Okay. I know you can't see him totally, maybe until the end, but this is the backside corner here, Travis Hunter. He's already played about 60 plays in the game. But I'm playing this for you because what a little bit of hustle can do. He goes down, and with Shadour Sanders, they end up making a tackle right here. Okay? Big run. TCU fans are going nuts. TCU's going to go up again, right? But that hustle by Hunter to slow him down, and look how fast he's moving. Slows him down. So what, right? So what, right? Well, this is why it matters. You save a touchdown, then you save a touchdown again. Here's Hunter right here. Now, remember earlier when we talked about Colorado's first touchdown? You're going to run hard inside, run a running back on the rail. So they're running the same exact route. Kendall Briles is over there. He saw Colorado run that earlier and said, ha, you guys scored on it. Watch us score on it. Well, TCU's defense played it abhorrently. Colorado's defense plays it masterfully. So 1, 2, 3. Here are the 3 guys over here. These 3 over here. These 3 guys pass off the routes brilliantly. So as we go through here, I want you to focus on inside. He's going to take the first guy inside. When he comes inside, he's going to take the second guy inside. And then Hunter is not going to get fooled by the inside route, but he then is going to jump the rail route and pick this thing off at the goal line to again save another touchdown. Not only is this a tremendously athletic diving interception, and it saves a touchdown, but Colorado gave a clinic on how you're supposed to stop the play that Colorado beat TCU on earlier. Charles Kelly and Deion Sanders should show this play to their defense and say, when you listen and you do it like this and you do it right, great things happen. Maybe in large part because you got 12, but that's okay. I mean, that's a tremendous catch. But this is how you play this exact route. Colorado gave it clinic. I mean, look at how this is matched up. He runs with him, man, swapped him, makes the pick on the. I mean, this is brilliant. It was at this point when I realized, you know what? Maybe Deion is not just a good coach. Maybe he's a great coach. But to get all of these guys, didn't play for Colorado at all last year, to do this on this play, absolutely brilliant. Oh, yeah, Travis Hunter's pretty darn good, too. You got to love this guy. My goodness. What a play by the Colorado defense. When this one was over and I was just talking to myself, I was kind of doing a little mini interview, and I said, what did you learn about Shadour Sanders that you didn't already know? I mean, everything, nothing. I kind of knew he had these skills, but to do it on this stage, I think was just huge. And this is just kind of a Shadour Sanders moment here. You got to be able to throw the ball at the next level outside the numbers with accuracy against man coverage. And this is pretty tight coverage. I mean, it's not pristine, but it's tight. I mean, that's not much space. And look at the ball just drop in the bucket. Great protection. Nice job by the running back, the freshman, to find a blitzer at the very end. Boom, cut him low. But this is Shadour Sanders in a nutshell. Throw this thing outside the numbers on the sideline. I mean, that's a dime. I mean, what else can you say? That's an absolute dime setting up another Colorado touchdown. Now, I talked about Sean Lewis, offensive coordinator for Colorado, a lot, and for good reason. He seemed to have a low red zone answer for everything. We've already seen smash mouth. We've seen running back on the rail. We've seen all kinds of things. Now, on this play, it doesn't totally come to fruition, but Lewis knew TCU inside and out. He knew that they were going to play man coverage down in the low red zone, and so he knew that these 3 over here and these 3 would have these 3. Backside, one-on-one. So the way they're playing their safety, I kind of don't understand. I guess he can help on slant routes either side, I suppose. You could take away those slant routes with some leverage, force him to throw it in the bucket. I'm sort of clueless as to what TCU is doing defensively. But what you've got here is a toss, power, toss, power, read sort of play. Typically, you would run a power read with running back here, and you'd run him on a wide angle, and then this guard would pull. If they jumped outside, he would jump in the A-gaps, block the linebacker, and you run into the end zone. Colorado switches it up. They're going to run a toss power read. So you can see the guard start to come across here, but he doesn't get all the way across because there's all kinds of traffic. But he's supposed to get over here, but he doesn't. So Shadour's read is this guy right here. If he would have widened out here, then Shadour would have faked the toss, gotten him further out, and then run inside. But that defensive end, he comes like a scalded dog here, and all of a sudden, just pitch it out there. Because at that point, what do you got? You got a safety in the middle of the field, a linebacker that was over the the middle of the field, and now you got one of the fastest guys in the field, and you got 3 stalk blocks. You just got to beat it. Go. Just run. Safety number 1 is late. Can't get there. Edwards in the end zone. I mean, talk about stealing lunch money. I mean, he had TCU one side down the other. And, what if that defensive end would have widened? Again, he would have just followed that guard up through here and virtually walked in the end zone. Now, he might have given these 2 guys a shot to get there to make a tackle, but he's certainly going to get the first down. Sean Lewis showing it again. Toss, stock blocks, touchdown, clinic time, man. That's all it was. Sean Lewis, Colorado, Deion Sanders, clinic. I think it had been TCU's defensive coordinator, I would have gone home probably as distraught as I've ever been. Because I got to think that some of the things that TCU did defensively were not things that they were coached to do. That's one side of this. The other side of this is in the fourth quarter, about 8 minutes. Travis Hunter's already played about 100 and something plays in this game. And watch him beat the corner down the seam on this play. So we'll look at that aspect of it first. Travis Hunter down the seam. Now he takes the inside release. That's fine. However you win, you got to win. Win, then stack him. And then Sanders was beautiful. I mean, look at the throw. This throw is beautiful. Drop in the bucket down the seam. Now, Hunter goes up, makes a great play. I mean, come on, man. Are you kidding me? He's already played 100-plus plays in the game, and he's going and doing that at crunch time. I knew before that play, total baller, but it was on that play where I'm like, this guy should be gassed, and he is roasting guys in 100-degree heat that are playing one side of the ball. This is incredible. Now, I want you to watch one other thing. This looks like some sort of man or match, and that free safety's free. Now I want you to tell me why that free safety is not looking at number 12, because number 2 he's looking at Hunter the whole way. It's really the first time he locked into Hunter, his one receiver, all day that I can remember. But when this ball is thrown, why is the free safety there? Sorry for the blurry picture. Why is he there? Why is he not over the top of that route? What are they doing? I mean, the corner 24, Helm, does a great job in coverage. But what's the free safety doing? If I were TCU fans, coaches, I'd be mystified. That said, you got beat by a better player and a better quarterback. Point blank. But you didn't help yourselves out. That's for sure. All right, play number 14. Wish I had a better angle of this one, but it's kind of just an appreciation post here for 2 guys. Shadour Sanders, we talked a lot about, and has put the film on, bro, but also Jimmy Horn here. Jimmy is going to run this route. He's going to get up and then doesn't have anything, so he works himself back in the back of the end zone. So he's going to turn his DB around, and Sanders is going to buy himself some time here. Only rushing 3. Contain guy gets pinned inside. That lets Sanders go. Now, linebacker knows, hey, I got to go. That's fine. But as we've seen, Colorado's hit these routes all day, but they're actually matched up pretty well except in one spot, and that's on Jimmy Horn. When he broke out, safety couldn't go with him. This is great job working with your quarterback. Find an open spot, can't get rushed. Sanders doing a great job. I mean, come on, man. This is great stuff. Great stuff from the Buffs. Making things happen. Sanders getting a clean window to throw. Horn getting open. Touchdown, Buffs. The clinic continues. It's to play number 15 here. And I can't tell you how impressed I was with the football IQ of nearly everybody on the Buff sideline. Players, coaches, everybody. I mean, it was really impressive to watch. And I think this is a great example of this. This is Travis Hunter down here, second and 9 play. It's on a drive that puts him ahead. This is a game-winning drive here. So Hunter is going to run right in here, and it looks like he's going to run a little snag route. Now, I can't tell exactly if this was by design or not, but he's going to come in here and snag, hesitate, and then go. So this is like a snaggo, right? Snag and go. But the way that he's able to find the open spot in this zone is really impressive. So as we hone in on this play, Hunter is going to get right there, and that's a little snag. Now, he doesn't stop, but you know it's zone because eyes are on quarterback. Running back's out here. They've already been yelled at about not letting the running back catch the ball. Now, Hunter's going to hesitate on the snag, hesitate, and then go and get behind that linebacker. Sanders holds in the pocket, and the ref almost gets decapitated. But Sanders throws it right at him, and then Hunter makes the catch. This is great awareness of where you need to be against zone coverage. Now, I don't know if that route was by design or if he saw something, but it's as if Sanders knew because he looked over at Hunter, and then as soon as Hunter took off, his eyes went back to the safeties. And as they did, he was trying to make sure that nobody was going to be able to clamp down on Hunter. Makes the throw. Big first down on the touchdown drive. These guys, smart, athletic. I mean, everything you want from the Buffs, you got it in week 1 for sure. Can he continue? That obviously is going to be the story. But 2 and 12 are going to be really fun to watch along with Jimmy Horn if this continues. All right, 2nd and 10 play here from Colorado. And you're going to get a little bootleg. Almost like a neg. And you can see this was supposed to be a throw to Jimmy Horn. That's my guess. Because watch this tight end. When he runs his route, he's essentially setting a pick like he's doing in basketball. Look, he's going to turn around. And he's looking for this guy, but he was too late. So finally, TCU's done a decent job with the linebackers getting out to these flat routes, whether it's Horn or Edwards. So he was supposed to pick him off, but that didn't happen. So when Horn goes to the flat, now he's open because now he turns on the quarterback. Sanders has already turned his eyes upfield. So let's go back to the beginning here. Here's Travis Hunter on this side. Hunter is going to work up here and then across and then just beat everybody. I mean, he's kind of slow playing this because this is not going to be his route pretty much. But then when he sees an opening, he gets himself going across, beats the safety. Again, he's played like 110 plays at this point in 100-degree heat, and he's beating the TCU safety to the ball. Great job by Sanders on the bootleg. Excellent job of Hunter finding an open area. Nice execution from those two for this big first down. And finally, here we go, play number 16, the game winner. Again, clinic time, Sean Lewis. Here we go. Trips, kind of a loose bunch. They're just going to run hard inside. They know they're getting man coverage hard inside. Now, TCU changes it up a little bit with this nickel blitz. So they're going to bring the blitz off the edge here. That guy, Sanders is responsible for. So beat him. If everything's covered, you got to beat him to go run and pick up 2 yards. So they're going to match here, here, and here with these three. So when they go across, those three are all going with. Okay? So you've got this, again, mesh route similar to the first touchdown, but with a wrinkle. And that wrinkle was instead of running the running back on the rail, he actually is part of the mesh, seemingly. So he is going to get underneath that safety, and the linebacker is slow getting out there. So you're going to quick fake there. That holds the linebacker for a split second. Everybody working hard. Here's your mesh route. This is exactly what you want on your mesh. You want the running back or whomever's running the mesh meet and knock somebody off, rub route, whatever. In this case, look at linebacker freeze for a second. Watch. I want you to watch. Let me see if I get this in full motion here. Watch the linebacker here just freeze. See how he stopped? You can't be stopping on 4th and 2 like that. You're a step slow. You got to know that. It's experienced linebacker. You got to go. As soon as that running back took a step, you got to go. Late. Turn up the field. Let the magic happen. I'm telling you, I couldn't have been more impressed with that team. I mean, I had Colorado losing the game, I think at 56-23. I thought they'd score. Hunter would do something good. Shedeur would make a couple throws. I didn't think Colorado's defense would hold up Then they gave up 42, but they came up big when they needed to. In all, I felt like Colorado had every check mark, everything in a football game, they had it. And Deion Sanders, props. Nobody thought you could do it. I didn't think you could turn around in week 1, but you had the thing turn around in week 1. And now, Nebraska at Colorado next week, everybody wants to see it. Appreciate you guys watching. We'll see you next time.